welcome to today's lecture. This is a beginner lecture or tutorial on the walkover process on how to use to get yourself used to the Mt4 user interface. So it's a walkover process on how to get acquainted with the Mt4 interface. So what I'm going to do is just basically as a beginner or as a newbie, after downloading Mt4 from Google Play, normally you will have to set up an account, which is a demo practice account. So I'm going to show you how you can do that several ways, and suppose later on when you now open a live account, how you can link that account up to Mt4, and then some few other tools and other navigations around Mt4. So without further ado, let's jump right into the process. I'm going to keep this really short and brief. Alright, so when you download the app, automatically it tries to open demo account for you. We call that meta quotes or something like that. So but the other way around is we have brokers that have some kind of currency pairs like cryptos, like commodity pairs and all of those ones. So this default app does not have some of those pairs. So the first broker we're going to see how we're going to set up a demo account. You can set up a demo account with any broker of your choice, but how can we get started? So you just come in here to accounts. If you had that account already created, your demo account, you're going to see here is going to be manage account. So let's say you come to manage account, but here I have not installed any of those. I have not installed it. No account is created yet, so I'm going to click on this. This is just the section. So the main thing you're going to do is to click on the plus symbol. Now you have two options: open a demo account and also login to an existing account. So when you have a live account where you have to link it, then this is where we're going to do the login. But for now it's demo account, so I'm going to click demo account. So under the search, I'm going to search for a broker name, any broker name of my choice. So what we want to work with right now is Google's way broker demo account we want to create. So I'm going to click on it. So on the name, you're going to input your name. Let's say, for example, Gabby Frank. I already have an account, so phone number, any phone number can go in there. Okay, email address. Sorry. Okay, so that's that. So I'm going to click create account, and then these are your details: login, password, and the account ID. You have to note it. For example, if I have a second phone, that I don't want to create another demo account, I can use the same login here just to go, and when I open my Mt4, just go to login section, use this detail and this password to put there. Everything will come up. So it's important. If you don't mind, you can keep track of these two information here, and then we click done. So as soon as you're done, you should be able to have access to the currency pair. So we're going to do one more. I'm going to go to manage accounts to add another. I want to create another account, demo account, but this time around I'm going to create an IC market demo account. So IC market is a broker name, so I'll just click IC market. So since the apps you have my information, so I'll jump and right straight there. So these are the login details, always note them, and I'll click done. Okay, so now we now have a demo account, and the demo account is a practice account where you're supposed to do your practice until you're conversant or you're very sure with your strategy. Then you can now go live and stuff like that. So okay, this section is for accounts. So down here the quote is where you have your currency pair. You find your currency pair. The charts is where you have a live market, access to the live market, and that is that. Then under the trades, the trade will always show you your running trades, whether they are in red or in blue. When you click here, look at the same thing that is found here. This is the third icon here, and this is the icon displayed at the bottom here. So you either click this to take you here, you either click this also to take you to the live chat, or you come over here. Wherever you are, wherever you are, that's not a problem. Just simply follow the due process around here. Okay, so I told you when you click on trade, it's going to show you your running trades, and then history will always show you your daily closed and open trades, whether your profits and what you've made for the day. That is what the history will show you. And I think any other thing in line in this section here, one can always understand. Then the next thing here is the settings. Now the settings here, you have your charts. If you want the chart to be in form of a bar chart or candlestick or line chart, but by default it's always on that stick format, which we call it candlestick. So I don't want to change it. So one more thing is the color setting adjustment of the candlesticks, which if you want to change it, by default it's always on black and white. So if I want to change this, for example, if I want to change this chart that I'm seeing here, if I want to change this, how do I do this? So I have to go all the way to this section, go to settings. Under settings, I'm going to go to where we have colors, and I'll remove this from black and white default mode. I'll set it to custom. Now under custom, the candles which are supposed to signify up and the candle which is supposed to signify down, I will set my candle that shows sell. I will set it, which is the bar up. I'll set it to any color of my choice. I probably will set it to purple color. Then the candle which is supposed to, the candle which is supposed to be a bullish candle, which is supposed to be a buy candle, I will set it this way. Then the candle which is supposed to be a sell candle, I will set it to this color, and I'll repeat the same thing. The candle which is supposed to be for buy, which is the same thing as bar up, I will set the candle also. I will use the same color I used here. That's it. Then this one which is for sell, this is the bar down, which is called the bear candle. I will set it the same color. I think I'm done, and I'm going to click OK. If I go to my quotes now, if I go to my chart direct, you can see now this this candle is a buy candle, this is a sell candle. So anytime I'm seeing this color like this, I'm hoping the market is trying to sell. If I see this moving up like this, I know it's a buy candle coming up. So you can see how you can set up your candle to your own taste, the color you like. So that's that. I hope you understand. Remember, I said the quotes is simply where you find your currency pairs. So, for example, any currency pair you don't have or you can't find here, for example, if I tell you, let's look for gold, if you can't find the pair, what are you going to do? You're going to click on the plus symbol here very easily, very easy. You can type here gold. So, for example, um, perhaps this broker does not have gold. So I'm going to change the broker. So that is why we normally we tell our new beginners to create an account with Bigos Way because they have lots of currency pairs. So they have a lot of currency pairs. So I just want to I want to swap the demo account. So I want to swap the demo account. So since I want to swap the demo account, now I'll come back to the quote section and then let's look for gold. Since these are just the only things we have here now, so I'm going to click the plus sign and then uh, what are we looking for? Gold. That's good. So this is gold here. So I have added those pair. Or if you don't want to do that, you can come here and open this up and add every currency pairs of your choice, any currency pair of your choice. But by the time you add all of this, you discover that when you come under your code section, you're going to have too many pairs, and which might make it a little bit difficult. For example, I tell you, we want to take a trade for Euro card, so you begin to scroll here, scroll here. So, but if I tell you Euro card, what you can do, if I tell you Euro card, sorry. Now, when you add them here, the only thing you have to find them. But when you have not added them here, you just simply need to go here and type, for example, Eurocard. But since I have removed them out of their different individual, um, from their individual category of lists which they were grouped into, then if I come to search them here, I won't find them. So I have to always use this section, the quote section. Remember, I told you for you to find your currency pair, you always go to the quote section, and there we go. So I have to take time to look for Euro cards. So that is why you don't need to add everything to this place because when they are added here, you discover that the pairs some pairs you can't trade them, you can't trade all the pairs. So you must have a pair you are used to and you know the pair has good move and a lot of people we have major and minor pairs. So you don't want to add any kind of pair that will not be performing well when you take the trade. So that's just the sense behind it. All right. Sorry, I have it's trying to rain here, so I'm having some noise filtering in. So you just have to bear with me. Okay, so let's continue. So I said chat section is to open the live chat, and also your trade. This is going to display your running trades, whether they are in blue or red. So I will show you, for example. So I don't know the pair that is currently running, but let me just open the chart. So when you want to take trades, how do you execute a trade? To execute a trade, you either find the currency here and then tap once and click. You either tap once or you hold and then click open charts. And then what are we going to do? There is it. There it is. When you open charts, when you open the live chat, now for you to take a trade or execute a trade, you're going to tap once on your app, go to the plus section, go to the plus section and click once. Now, if the instruction is sell or buy, you click buy. This is the right execution for buy here at the right hand side. For sell, it's always at the left. Now, there's one thing you have to do. You can't execute your trade directly like that. You must always select your lot sizes because your your account size determine what lot size you are going to use. $10 account size cannot use 1.0 lot size, so you have to use a minimum lot size. So the first thing you have to do is to set this to either minimum lot size, or you have to type in a lot size based on your account size. You can click plus and something like that. So once you're done setting up your lot sizes, you now execute the trades. Here is for your take profit. Here is for your stop loss. There's always a value for the take profit, a value for the stop loss. So when you input all of this left and right, but if you are going into the market and you don't actually have an idea of a value to use for stop loss or take profit, then you can first of all take a buy, execute the buy. I suppose this market is on the buy, so I've executed buy there because um, from what I'm seeing, the market should be buying. So this is how to this is how to execute the trades. And then when the trade is running, suppose I'm out of here. If the trade is running, how can I go back to assess that particular trade to look how the trade is doing? I can now click on trade. When I click on trade, what is going to happen? I can see the performance of the trade. For now, we are still some pip in minus, so it's not yet a profit. So that is that. So remember, I said here is going to take us to this environment where we're going to select our currency pairs we want to trade on. So suppose, sorry, suppose I've clicked this and this is where I am, and I want to go back here without coming back to click here. I can do something like clicking here. It's going to take me to the quote. If I want to open the chart of this current trade, then I'm going to click here. If I close this trade, for example, I see that I have wrongly entered the trade. So instead of holding the trade, I close it. Now, at the end of the day, if I want to take scores of my trade performance, I will come to my history and it will always show me the profit and trades that went in blue and trades that went the other direction in red. Okay, so now that is that. Now let's go to the charts. Now once we are right in the charts, what are we going to do here? What are we going to see here? Here are different time frames. like the 1 minute, the 5 minutes, 15 minutes. So to the left hand side of the MT4, once you are right in your chart, the market, when you tap once, you can make adjustments like this. You can make adjustments and choose whatever time frame you want to work on. So if I choose daily time frame, you can see that. That's the daily time frame. So the next thing I want to show you, remember I have showed you how to use this. This is for trade execution to buy or sell. You click the plus and then do what is needed. So you tap once, make sure you click inside. Click once, and then you are going to see this other side of the screen will pop up. So now the F symbol that looks like the frequency sign, what are we going to, what are located here? Whenever we click on this symbol, it's going to take us to our list of indicators. Now I want to delete all these indicators that are currently here. So how to delete them? I'll click the plus symbol. I will tap this to select everything and delete all the indicator there. Now we can see that the chart has no indicator. It's just the way it is. So back to where we were. To find any indicator, click on the F symbol. Now if I tell you apply relative strength index indicator, what do I need to do? I have to search it, and this is it around here. And then I'm going to click on it and click done. You can see the indicator has been applied here. So there we go, that's it. Now this section is where you find your indicators. The next section are your group of technical analysis tool. When we say technical analysis, the tools you use, we mean those are tools you use to do analysis before you take your trade. Normally, you're not supposed to jump into the market without proper analysis. So, what are some of the tools we normally will use? You just tap once, and then what are you going to do? Click on this. Click on. In case you miss your way around how to get to this, what I what I did say is that the first thing to do to get to those tools is to click on charts. If you don't click on chart, the other way is if you have a currency you want to analyze, you can see this trade is now in profit. If you have a pair you want to analyze, for example AUD make sure you open the chart by coming to what quotes. Now tap once and then click on open chart. Now when you click on open chart, now you're now in the live market. Then tap once on the app inside here, and you're going to get to this. You're going to see these tools displayed. So click on any of these tools. If I want to mark either a support or a resistance zone, I'm going to use a horizontal tool, and I'm going to click at the top. The same thing, if I want to mark a support zone, I will click the plus sign again and pick another tool, and you can see it there. I can always hold and drag the tool upwards, but the app I'm using is not allowing me to do that. Just click and hold it. You are going to pull it to the particular place you want. Then the next thing I'm going to do here is if I want to select another tool like the rectangle tool, I will click on the rectangle, scroll down, and then place it. If the tool I want to work on is a trend line tool, I'll do the same. I will tap once, click here, and then look under this list. I'm going to pick the trend line tool, and then that's just it. You can see it there. So remember this a beginner tutorial or video on how to get yourself acquainted on the MT. MT4 app. So it's very necessary. So here are your charts. If I want it to be in the line form, I will click here. If I want to return it to the initial state, which was the candlestick pattern, I will click here. If I want it to be in a bar chart format, I will click there. But whichever way, I'll leave this um, at default or by I mean, I'll leave it at the default settings as it is. So that is that for now. So I won't do any other thing. So remember, if you want to log in to your live account, just click on that plus symbol. Remember, I said go to manage account, click the plus symbol, go to login, and then begin to what? Now searching your broker's name. If your broker name is XM, your broker name is XM, for example. Now searching the broker name, and you have to input your password and something like that. So that is how to. Okay, this is the broker I'm looking for. You can see the you can see you can see the display. So I'm going to click on that, put in my details, login details and password, and that is just it. And then I click sign in. Okay, I think that's that for this video. It's just a short video, just to give us a short, a brief explanatory on how to use the MT4 app. So, if you have questions, you can drop your questions below on the comment section. Please like, comment, and share. And always do what? Follow our updates on this channel. Please make sure you subscribe. You hit the subscribe button because there will be more video tutorial coming your way. Thank you. I remain my humble self, FS Gabi the Trader.